You are bald and disgusting and everyone knows it. If you went through chemo, nobody would notice. Shampoo, conditioner left on the counter. You only use soap when you're taking a shower. It's gross. It's gross. Girls everywhere getting turned off. Ew. You were so bald and it's your fault. Your favorite Drake album is Her Loss.
Bro, what is this video?
You look like you have been beefing with Sonic. Tell Dr. Robotnik that he better watch it. I run in your spot with the steel and I cock it. Bald head and an eagle. I feel patriotic that.
Why does this joint go crazy? You like you have been beefing with Sonic. Tell Dr. Robotnik he better watch it. Bald head with an eagle. I feel patriotic.
They tell me to stop it. He's already dead.
Is he rapping to like a freaking comb thing that you can't even? He's trying to be funny because you can't do that with a bald head. He don't have no hair. It's like a comb brush kind of thing.
Bald people suck. I don't care what they said. You walk on the beach and your scalp's getting red. Well, I must be sunscreen because I'm on your head. You dead, boy. Cold murder. Amish looking, you a goat herder. That widow's peak going no further. Nail pattern like a post worker. Go and make a friggin' wish. I just had to lay a beat for this. No cap, you be making people sick. You look up to Jada Pinkett.
What the freak?
Smith. Why is this so hard to understand? Your head gets cold. You are not a man. Of course all these girls gonna be leaving you because the hair on your head doesn't want to be seen with you. Got no esteem because you hate to be seen because you're bald and you're ugly. That's the same thing. You're easy to draw because you look so generic. This L's like a hat because you're gonna wear it.
Everyone who's battled you has called you a racist. Racist? And I'm not saying that it's right, but if everyone was calling me a racist, I'd make some changes in my life. I mean, you get called it every battle. That's not really a statistic that someone wants to boast. You should aspire to this. I only get called racist like every other one at most. Why? Because you're doing way too much. Every 8 bars trying to convince the folks that couldn't confirm you're not. Shit, even outside just now, he was like, I'm actually not racist. I know I'm a guest in this culture. Look at me, word to God. I've read James Baldwin. I marched in '63. I put in the work, it rocks. At least I think that's what he said. It was muffled under his pointy hood and his burning cross.
I am petitioning, or at least I'm trying to. I'm commenting on pretty much every one of his videos that I see, that him versus QP Sons SONS. I want quantum physics. I want them two to go at a little back and forth. See how that goes. I'm just saying.
Because get this right, Anderson is filming, editing, and battling at this event for free. I felt so bad, I rushed to the phone. Quick, forget my fee. But come to find out their arrangement, this battle is going on his channel. Yeah. So he still gets to make a pretty penny disrespecting me. Well, I want a bit of cheddar cheese. Had me feeling like my wife when our kid fucking hits her head on knees. I better flip and get some peas. So he agreed to split the bread with me. Because if I'm just getting clowned for his posse, I want an amount of the lolly. It's like a C-section. I had to demand a cut just to get something out of this body. We agreed a 60-40 split. But then he confessed what I kind of feared. Per 1,000 views, that's not even enough cheddar to buy a beer. But nevertheless, you better respect our special alliance here, because I am coming for my $3.79 a year. For better or worse, you're going to have to totally see this through. I'm going to need to see monthly growth reports. Do you know how annoying that's going to be for you? I'm talking all 2025, Excel spreadsheets, and a direct debit ready to broker my green the moment I see it's due. And you don't get to be aloof. I won't let you leave me screwed. I'll work you all year until Christmas Day, but in this story, you can't ghost Ebenezer Scrooge. I'm coming.
Bro, that was a crazy line, bro.
Besides, won't this video not get monetized at all? If we're swearing loads. Shit, maybe that's the reason why you always say frick instead of... Oh! So now there's not even a fucking guarantee if we're making a profit. Listen, won't it be fun to find out we're playing Russian roulette with our money right now? Fuck it. It's only really your problem if our funding dies out. You've shown up today for YouTube. I've shown up for my crowd. Ow. See, the heart of battle rap gets shrouded in a cloud of limitations when you've got to censor everything like feeling out a situation. That's not battle rap to me. That's a lousy imitation, a counterfeit creation without an ounce of innovation. So get to on Epstein's It's now, it is now my mission to with our chances on the algorithm. I'm saying Israel, free Palestine without restriction, right into your cameras and sound equipment. Look at him. His edit sense is tingling.
Wow.
What can he do to retrieve this? Could he cut me out the background, use some music to meme it, make a humorous remix?
You look like you have been beefing with Sonic. Tell Dr. Robotnik that he better watch it.
Either way, you're in a pickle. If you refuse to release this, I will accuse you of cheating. So you like editing? It's now your job to have to go through and fucking mute my expletive.
Black people lose melanin just being around you. I can't prove that scientifically, I just think that it sounds true. He'd give you all vitiligo if he stood in the crowd. 20 years ago, he gave Villain a hug, and I mean, look at him.
Always hugging Villain.
I like when they do stuff like that, interactive with the crowd. It reminds me like of doing comedy skit and stuff, talking to the crowd and be throwing like it's like they know who gonna be in there. I don't know if it'd be freestyle or they just kind of squeeze that part in and be like, look at him now, and he ended up being there.
You are so white, it is becoming pathetic. If I pocket checked you, I get a bump in my credit. He hears a smoke detector beep, he's gonna run in and check it. He can swap out the batteries in under a second. Look, I know we're both white, but stick to the facts. See, the difference is that I be dripping in swag. Circus trainer, I be whipping a jag with a fresh red coat like when the British attack. I'm good in every hood, rock a visitor's pass. How does someone like you even get into rap? You're way whiter than me, and I got an issue with that. You're so white, I bet you don't even wish you were black.
Wow. Is it like it'd be the delivery and the stage presence? That's what I'd be rocking with. But we're gonna be definitely checking out some other people.
Oh, I'm happy how God made me. Dog, that's crazy. This is battle rap, all right? And I get paid to be rude. I couldn't wait to write some mean things to say to this dude. Right. Then I met you in person. And what I hate about you is the fact that I can't find anything that I hate about you. He is the friendliest dude if you're not aware. He gets insulted and laughs like, that's probably fair. He's got that unbothered stare, not a care. You can talk about his loss of hair and he'll be like, oh, you got me there. I don't
Wow. Come on.
So you were great for a time, but I've noticed a decline. It's like an ad with KSI, a reminder of your prime. We don't care how great you rhyme if there's no impact in your lines. So like the bride in Kill Bill, I'm about to bury him alive. Yeah, because unlike Uma Thurman, you can't punch to save your life. He's a battle rap stenographer. That's how he gains steam. He'll take a line that I said back in 2018, stretch it to sound ridiculous in some insane scheme, and I know that because I was watching all of his battles trying to do the same thing.
Bro. No fucking way, bro.
You told Marv One in Quest they're as black as leather. Now, I'm not here to workshop racism with you. I know you're an expert in your craft.
Workshop craft.
I know you're an expert in your craft. Undertones aside, however, leather isn't black. Now, leather can be black from the dyes that people add to it and factories to blacken it, depending how they fashion it. Now, I get it was an accident. I understand you're passionate, but if you're gonna be racist, Marlo, I need you to be accurate. Because leather isn't black. Marvin Quest might have let that slide, but that won't get a pass here, because that made me mad. My face was as red as cashmere. Every Halloween, Marlo stays up extra late, trying to cancel any white person dressed as Leatherface. But Marlo, leather isn't black. It's accuracy. I guess I'm just cut from a different cloth. You could have said they're as black as oil. That would have really pissed them off. Black as obsidian, black as charcoal. It really is your call. The other option, and I would have gone with this one, don't mention it at all. Because that bar marched to the stage shelf, and the statesman would have raised hell, slit the tin on a grayscale, hit your chin, make your face swell. You should have known better, but you took an insane L, because just like leather, your material doesn't age well. And you have a daughter. You have a daughter, and one day she's gonna watch these battles from your past. What if she goes on to study textiles? They're gonna fail her out of class. So hey, to make sure you're better than your dad, let me help you with the facts. Remember, racism is wrong, and also leather isn't black.
9/11 was objectively hilarious. But for a big admirer of comedy like Anderson, the timing of that day actually made it more tragic than fun. You see, he missed the whole thing sitting in a cinema. Because in September 2001, Shrek was still on its theatrical run. In your last 2 battles, you have been incapable of keeping that fucking ogre's name out of your mouth. Guess he's only ever known one proper love, and it's Shrek. When he goes on camping trips with his girl, he sleeps in the swamp in front of their tent. And his nickname for her? Pussy in Boots. He gives to the donkey's trust, he's obsessed. For Halloween, he dresses up as Michael Myers. But not the one you'd expect.
Crazy.
But now I get it. Now I get that fucking expression that you get, that stare. It's not because you think your opponent's bars aren't as great. It's because while they're rapping, you must be far, far away, thinking about the kingdom of far, far away. He loves Shrek. I'm not finished with that. You want to be a big, sexy ogre like Princess Fiona. And it doesn't just stop there. We've had The Lion King, Lilo and Stitch, and Arthur in your rhymes too. If I asked you lot which one of us had a 3-year-old in our house, the answer would surprise you. Anderson's a boxer, right? But I actually think I could beat him if a fight happened. Because based on his taste in films, it's clear he's never seen any live action. He is obsessed with the magic of animated cinema. But for his friends, it might have lost the magic. Because they keep going, Anderson, what's up? And he keeps responding, a modern classic.
Literally, I was saying that when they use like little props, I don't know, like it'd just be funnier.
I can't believe I threw up on stage. See, I am a videographer by trade too. I just don't often bring those particular properties to rap because I try this slightly different approach called not being a twat. But it does mean I see what you're doing. Like, when I saw you live in the room against ScoMo, it was pretty crap. Like, you weren't bad or anything, it just mostly felt a little flat. But of course, his devoted see a different clash by the time he posts the clips to Instagram because he fixes it in post like a notice for a missing cat. He's not a battle rapper, he's a battle editor. And it's all in how the edit's compiled. And I'll admit, with those promos he makes, the way he exploits people's class like Jeremy Kyle, but this is also the reason. He's not a battle rapper, he's a battle editor. This is also the reason why the day I met him was wild. Because with that voice, I assumed he'd been green screening this body over a Vietnamese child. Like, you own Fruity Loops and Adobe Audition. And you didn't think that voice was something you should edit? You sound like the fat kid in every 80s coming-of-age drama where Spielberg got a producer credit. And I know that'll sound rich from me and not so good from an English tongue, but I sound like I shouldn't be spitting bars. You sound like you wouldn't get into one. Now, I really thought from you, this image here would get a big laugh, man, because that's me crushing an eye. Like the Pixar lamp!
Oh, crushing an eye like the Pixar lamp. Okay.
Call me a cunt if you're attracted to me because you actually think I look sexy, bald!
Why are you getting his face like that?
Time to run away. London, I ain't come to play. This is something y'all aren't used to seeing. Like a bright and sunny day. But my debut here did $250,000. I should be on bigger stages. I've become a problem for this country, like illegal immigration. But you married an immigrant from Poland. No one's voting for this guy. Even your wife has me winning. So the polls are on my side.
From Poland, the polls on his side. Come on.
The country that I'm in doesn't change the way I write, though. You adjust to different crowds. I adjust to different time zones. I'm on British Airways so much, I know the guys with the monitors. I'm racking up points, getting frequent flyer kilometers. Bro, you're probably the man at Tetris. You collect random weapons. You got some really nerdy hobbies, but I understand obsessions. I've booked so many flights with planned connections. Turns out I'm a nerd, too. My passport has a stamp collection.
That's actually a tough break.
You be buying model planes, I know where I'm flying next. You timestamp your rounds like that's some kind of flex, bro. I timestamp my rounds so doctors know the time of death. When you go to the movies, I know no one wants to sit with you. He's talking about character motivations and his problems with plot holes. I'm the UK film critic. All right, Rotten Tomatoes.
that was.
He went to the doctor for a cancer screening and gave it 2.5 stars. Like, bro, we get it. Like, bro, you film, direct, edit. You really do it all. What about filming a Don't Flop event? No, that's too involved. Maybe Urges can't afford you. Bro, that needs to stop. I've seen you battle in a parking deck. You don't need a lot. You're probably...
That wasn't supposed to be funny, but okay.
You're probably looking at my setup, thinking you could have done it better. But let's imagine for one moment if Marlo was the director. Don't Flop presents Shuffle T versus Tony D. Marlo sits in his director's chair observing the scene. He doesn't like the way that Tony D is wording his scheme, so he jumps up like, cut, this isn't working for me. Now, some of y'all have been complaining that I am apparently bossy. I am just terribly groggy. I can't even think. In fact, where is my coffee? Thank you.
Brought up some coffee is wild behavior.
And if there's any creamer in this drink, you better grab a stretcher. Because y'all know how I like my coffee. Black as leather.
Yo, that black as leather line coming out
Better
of
grab a stretcher.
is wild as shit.
Now we can take a look at the script and maybe try to write this in, but what are these characters' motivations? Why are they trying to win? Let's get some playback on that last take to make sure we're dialed in. Any questions? Yes, Tony D. Sorry, what's my line again? Bro, you wrote the script. I'm fine with all the improvising, but be thoughtful with your timing, because you constantly need guiding, and I honestly am dying with the problems that I'm finding with the blocking and the lighting, and yes, Shuffle, I am aware that all of this is rhyming. And if the crowd cannot be quiet, this movie's gonna flop. Quit reacting to these lines. Y'all are ruining the shot. The cinema, people, just in case you have forgot, is Battle 4, Scene 2. Let's take it from the top.
Very creative, though. That's what I'm saying. It's very creative.
I'm not saying that this is like totally a bummer, but how comes you keep uploading songs about how you used to cut your wrists on your comedy YouTube channel where you do your funny skits? Like, it's just a jarring content strategy. Like, you could have ditched the jokes for literally any subject matter to show that you're a more complicated man, but you just let straight in with suicide contemplation? Damn! That's like a Friends episode setting up some plot line about how Ross took Rachel's pants before Joey walks in, drugs them both, and sends them to a concentration camp. I mean, so no one told you life was gonna be this way. Anderson giving a best man speech. Oh, when I first met this one, he was this happy, silly, stupid guy. And the second time I met him, his dad committed suicide. It just doesn't gel, Andy. Like my head. That's the issue. He starts telling a knock-knock joke. You better grab a tissue, because that'll hit you. And I want to be absolutely clear here. Self-harming is extremely serious. It's personally affected some friends I know, and as a father, I would never pretend to joke. I do have one thing I'd just like to respectfully question, though. Why do you do knife bars in battles? Like they ever could get condoned? I mean, why should we believe that you could end somebody else's life with a knife? You couldn't successfully end your own!
Why was the thing off? It was show. Why was this over here in that block of the actual?
That's a terrible track record. You couldn't even kill yourself? Yourself, bro? Fucking hell. And you expect us to believe that you can put other people in a fucking grave? You're literally the easiest target. Other people can run away! And you bragged about how you keep it hot with a loaded weapon, so what, there's just no protection? Catch Anderson fucking around and ducking the shot in his own reflection. But I get it now, why you always have to act so overconfident. Your own ode to your famousness. Of course, you have to hold the highest opinion of yourself. Your lowest is dangerous. Like one of those guys you call footballers. You've had to shoulder the brunt of knowing your online fans and battle rap don't just mold into one. The legends who've grown this scene don't believe there's gold in your touch, because while they're writing scrolls, you're trying to stop the scroll of a thumb, but at an event, you're just like us, the ultimate schmuck. So I wish they had taken your TikTok followers, because it sounds cold, but they're dumb. You've tricked them to thinking you're a goat. Well, I'm through holding my tongue. Stop mistaking a social media footprint for a cultural one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because the truth is, this promo goat does absolutely nothing for this culture unless it can strengthen his brand and image. Apparently, you can't even share the flyer for the event where the battle's listed. Guess you can act entitled if your channel's viral. But those that set up the match are livid. Of course they call you a problem, Anderson. You are objectively bad for business. And of course you're not loyal to this. I mean, for 10,000 views, you'd probably fucking snake a child. This traitor's vile. Shit, when Diz said you look like a racist cop, you even betrayed a smile. So do you honestly think that there's longevity in what you do? Because this might all seem fine enough for now, but the app is literally called TikTok. You should know your time is running out. You have to play God with what they see through there. Every angle you fuck up and every choke. Opponents looking their best instead of shook and depressed. Couple camera cuts and they'll never know. You've been in a tag team every battle you've done. At least when a battle was shuffled, it gets disclosed. But this was a handicap match from the start. So I just beat Anderson, Burrus and Premiere Pro.
Crazy.
We don't care that you grew up on a golf course, pal. We're battle rapping in our 30s. We're all poor now. This is the worst option for career. The market's disappeared. Yeah, we started from the top and now we're here. But your insecurities isn't something that we've tackled, and something seems fragile. You're becoming unraveled. So don't bring that disrespect you come with each battle. Just remember, I know where you live, Marlo. In Shuffle T's shadow. On stage, ending his address like, and I just beat Shuffle T, now tell Marlo that he's next. No one says that, because you're the knockoff version, less official. You don't have his potential. You've added very little, never been instrumental. But if you did play an instrument, it would be second fiddle. But he's like, no. Adam is just my creative partner. He just makes me better. Bro, creative partner's just a creative way of saying you're gay together. Dr. Robert Oppenheimer would be sad and astonished at how much you experimented with Adam in college. But I have to acknowledge, your 2-on-2s with Adam are fun. Who doesn't love to see Shuffle T rap with his son? But what have you actually done? No international run. You just get played in small circles. African drum, the less talented son. Look how sad that's become.
African drums. I used to play the African drums too. Shout out to African drums. What's our African school? Let's get to that.
Having to rap where you're from, that's just tacky and dumb. Usually I'd reference something local like a tavern or pub, but why would I drop a local reference? I'm battling one. This punching bag should switch careers. You struggle bad to fit in here. Your love for rap is insincere. It's just a mask that fits you weird. It's puns and gags, just for laughs. Your punches drag, you disappear, then shuffle back to Shuffle's bag just to add to his career. And just like that, it's crystal clear he doesn't grasp the issue here. His British peers all getting cheers, you come in, half the venue clears. It's just an act that doesn't last, and what's perhaps your biggest fear, your mom and dad are flush with cash, you're upper class but middle tier. Because you used to be in the zone when you rapped. But that thunderous applause has turned to poetry snaps. There's a reason that your career has slowly collapsed. It's your wife and daughter, Marlo. they're holding you back.
Oh my god.
You're playing this role as a dad and putting all your worth in it. But family is temporary. Internet clout is permanent. So many fall into that trap and make the same mistake that you do. Y'all know old people's #1 regret in life? Not getting big on YouTube. We had to reschedule this battle because Marlo wasn't free. Oh, my wife says that it's a no. We'll have to move around some things. Don't run things by your wife and just hope that she'll agree. If you run something by your wife, it should be your rounds for me. You can't prepare correctly. It's too much to juggle. We have to watch you choke on stage. It's really a struggle. It's like when Marlo bangs his wife and he's having some trouble. We just have to close our eyes and imagine it shuffle. Bro, you're out here posting pictures of your children to the gram. I only post things that are consistent with my brand. Your self-confidence relies on your image as a man. My self-confidence relies on the opinions of my fans. Because one day when you're old and dying, your wife and kids will all be by your side. And you'll be thinking about those followers you could have got online. And that thought will make him cry. He had all that wasted time versus me who kept rapping and doing blogs at 85. I'll be surrounded by my YouTube plaques like, gosh, how great am I? People watched me on TikTok for minutes at a time. I lived an awesome, famous life, and on the day I die, my final words will be, thanks for watching, comment, rate, subscribe.
If y'all watch rap battles, let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought about this. If you got a rap battle that you like, depending on how this go, I might check out some comedy stuff or whatever, but we'll see. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. I put new videos out every single week, pretty much every single day. Road to 1,000. Let's get it in. I appreciate you guys, and I love you guys, and thank you guys so much for rocking me. But I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Peace out, love you, bye, and all that fun jazz. But yeah.